Want to thank everybody for coming out today. We'll open it up for any questions.
Jamie Eisner, Cleveland Plain Dealer. Given the way he carved you guys up 3 weeks ago, do you regret passing on Josh Rosen?
Jamie Eisner of the Cleveland toilet paper, was that? Listen, we went into the draft, we had guys highlighted in yellow. Josh Rosen, he wasn't highlighted in yellow. Therefore, we went with the backup plan. We knew what we had, and we took a shot on Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was just about to add. We got Lamar at 15, still ended up addressing our quarterback position. We're pretty happy with the way the Lamar pick has worked out. He's won us our last 2 games. We're getting this team rolling, and we're in good form. So we're very happy with the way the draft board fell to us.
Chris, this one's for you. Can you talk about the decision to go away from Case Keenum to Lamar Jackson even after you guys traded for him in the offseason?
Yeah, well, we actually signed Case Keenum in the offseason, but yeah, once we brought him in, the idea was for him to be a bridge. Even though we gave him that long-term contract, he was to be a bridge to Lamar and then ultimately serve as our backup and really thrive in that role. And it happened a little bit quicker than we anticipated it with the way the season kind of played out over the first 5 weeks, but we're happy with the decision. We're happy with the group that we have. Lamar's playing really well, and we have a veteran leader in Case Keenum behind to teach him the way.
Jamie Eisner, your favorite Cleveland newspaper. You guys are still in contention at 3-4. What can we expect at the trade deadline?
Nobody's safe.
Welcome into episode 5 of the Fix My Franchise series, and you heard what the man said at the top of the episode. Nobody is safe. That is the Joey Fatone to my Justin Timberlake. AK, Chris Schubert here for episode 5. Did you like that one?
No.
I gave you an NSYNC reference on episode 5 and you're out?
Rather be Collinsworth. I'd rather be Collinsworth.
You hated that one.
I didn't like.
All right, I'll work on it. Episode 6 will be better. Where we left off, for those of you that may just be joining us, we stopped at the trade deadline because we have to upgrade this team. We need to make some moves. As you can see up on the big screen, the Cleveland Browns are 3-4. Won our last 2 games. We found out in a little bit of our prep for episode 5, the last victory against the Falcons, an OT winner from Lamar Jackson. We glossed completely over that during the live shot. 3-4 now. This team's still in contention. 3 more wins than they had last year, so we're already in the running for the GM of the year.
No doubt.
And we made it very clear in our press conference earlier today that this team needs an overhaul, that nobody is safe. Everybody on this roster is up for grabs. So before we sim any further, and in this episode, we are going to take you from week 8 all the way up until the end of the regular season, and hopefully there'll be some postseason games in the Browns' future because we have a little bit of a surprise for how we're going to do that. We will let you know if we get there at the end of the video. When we get there at the end of the video.
Okay.
So, having that been said, let's get into making some moves. And you and I, we listened to the people on this show, on this series, and
They saw what we saw.
The people said, hey, you got way too many running backs on this group, and you need to get rid of one.
There's
and I
value.
think clearly the one to get rid of is going to be Duke Johnson.
Sure, Duke Johnson.
Saquon Barkley, get him off the team after year 1. No, Duke Johnson, clearly the guy, and there's going to be some debate here. Because you have said, maybe try to trade him for an offensive line.
Maybe get an immediate need right now. Whether it's on the line, whether we want to get another defensive back, if we want to fill a hole in the middle of the defensive line. On the contrary,
believe that maybe we should try to get a draft pick. Load up the draft capital for next season. Because again, while we're competing this year, I like the roster that we have. So if we can get a pick for next year and add to it, I think that would help as well. So
having Barkley and Hyde and getting rid of Duke Johnson, I don't think we're losing that much.
No.
We cut ties with Duke. If we could field a first-round pick for Duke Johnson, that would be big.
That would be big. I got the team in mind. I did a little pre-scouting. I did a little work.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
That's why I get paid the big bucks. It's why I'm the person that gets to be in charge and push all the buttons on this show. Your controller your controller doesn't do anything. Actually, it doesn't. It's actually just a prop.
It's actually a prop.
So we're going to do a manual trade here, and the team that I have found that could be of need for a running back.
Don't do it.
And I know. Look, I get it. Look at him. Kraft is looking at us knowing that he's going to...
Duke Johnson's going to be a Hall of Famer
I know.
With the Patriots.
I get it.
Rejuvenation City.
I understand. But we're going to go in here.
He takes 3 All-Pro honors home in the first 4 years. What are you doing?
I got it. Look, they're big fans. They're big fans.
Okay.
So now...
I don't hate that.
What do we go after? Probably can't probably make that work. Because defense... So here, let's
search by...
That'd be a good piece.
Not a bad piece.
Not a bad piece. And maybe we throw in a draft pick to make this deal happen. Maybe we add a little bit more.
So without the pick, you don't think it happens?
It's going to be close because Duke Johnson's at 83 overall, Soldier's at 84 overall. So we may have to add a little bit more because I don't know if they're really looking to trade this position. So we may have to add a little bit more in order to do it. Sweeten the pot with the draft pick. Now let's look at this section. I don't think we'll be able to make that work.
No.
I don't like any of these guys.
I don't like that guy. That's a lot of money to take on.
And I'm not really interested in doing that. So, do we want a corner?
Oh, hello.
Hey, Malcolm, you'll play on our Super Bowl if we get there. You'll play for
Hello,
us
Malcolm.
in our Super
We
Bowl.
won't bench you.
Promise. Free safety spots. Devin McCourty's not bad, but he's old. 31. You know what?
Nobody that I really love.
I was thinking the draft pick before we started.
Please.
I'm kind of liking this now.
Would they do a first round pick? But here's the thing: if the Patriots are as good in this game as
Well, they have 2 first-round picks, and one of them's the 8th overall pick right now, and one of them's the 9th overall pick right now.
I kind of want the draft pick.
Do you want 8 or 9?
I don't care.
Why we start with 9?
Sure.
The 9th overall draft pick for Duke Johnson. There's no way they accept this.
You don't think so?
No way. No way. I'm gonna try it though.
Where are we at though?
Wow. So he fits their scheme, and they think it's good value for the draft.
I don't
pick.
mind.
So
Ship them a 5th.
that's what I'm saying. We can
start.
We can do the Tyrod deal all over again. Now here you go. Take a 7th. Take a 7th.
Take a 7th.
Take a 7th.
Pretty much Mr. Irrelevant at that point.
All right. I'll up it to 6th. I'll up it to 6th. This is how you.
We're working with Kraft here, all right?
This is how you. Well, we're technically working with Belichick here, although he's not in the game.
Look at Kraft's face.
Yeah, he's looking at us like we're robbing you of
Are
Duke
you
Johnson.
dumb? He goes, Duke Johnson's going to be a Hall of Famer by the time you get...
All right, it looks like the 5th round is the spot. That's fine. No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so now we have to have a discussion.
Do you want to
trade a
the 4th?
Do you want to trade a 4th? Now we have 2/3.
Here's the thing.
So factor that in. We're picking 2 spots.
I think the 4th is about as high as I'll go.
All right, so let's try the 4th.
Despite having multiple.
And if this doesn't work,
look at Robert.
If this doesn't work, then we look someplace else.
How about
So we now are picking 9th overall in the draft, and for those of you who maybe just jumped into the middle of the video, Duke Johnson Jr. and the 106th overall pick in the 4th round, gone.
You're gone.
Out of
You're
here.
out. We'll take a top 10
in its
pick.
place, we're getting a top 10 pick. Now the Patriots may become better, and that may end up being a little bit of a better pick, but at the end of the day,
we didn't have room for Duke Johnson.
We added another first-round pick. So
and we didn't lose much.
So here,
We didn't lose much.
I will show everybody what we have. I'm not going to make any trades, but I will show you what we have. Right now, we're picking 11. That's our pick. 9, which is the Patriots pick. We have a 2nd-round pick, and we have 2 third-round picks. So we are picking 6 times in the first 3 rounds. Again, this is what the Browns do. They load up on draft capital. Do we go out and get somebody on the line? Or do we roll with the group that we have?
I like it.
I think getting rid of Duke Johnson was good. We're able to accomplish something there by picking up the draft pick. And now here we go. This should be a win.
Let's go.
This needs to be a win. A home game?
Coming off of a big OT win.
On the road against the Falcons.
Lamar's coming
home?
out party. 5 touchdowns, 401 yards, and an OT win on the road. That's a championship type win right there.
That is a championship type win. That is what the Heisman winner does.
I don't want to use the word must win.
It's close though.
This is against a 1-5 Ravens team.
Close.
John Harbaugh and his brother Jim slurping down milk and eating steak. I need this W like I need air.
And we go to the loading screen of death. I'm hoping that it's a victory.
Are you kidding me?
And we have a new injury. Oh, it's Carlos Hyde. Of course it is.
Why wouldn't it be?
Of course it has to be with a fractured elbow and is out for 11 weeks.
Are you kidding me?
Of course the week we trade Duke Johnson, Carlos Hyde gets hurt. Right after the trade deadline, too.
This game. Are you kidding me? The Ravens?
I'm going to answer the media question here. You're under 500 right now, and you've watched this team struggle. I know, Larry Ridley, I got it. You've watched this team struggle through the first half of the season. Turning it around as soon as possible has to be the mindset now, doesn't it? It's the top answer.
Is that a rhetorical question?
It's the top
Larry?
answer. We should be a playoff team, and I don't come to watch us lose. So yes, we have to turn this thing around.
Yeah, there's no thinking. We are.
We're here. Done. That's the answer.
Larry, revoke your credentials. All right.
All right.
Listen here. We got.
First of all, let's see what happened.
Lamar. How dare you?
The defense didn't really help us out either. 28 points. It's unacceptable. Ooh, just
you can't run. Oh boy, did our run defense get walloped. Come on. You gotta be kidding.
Can we
He
insert
threw an interception.
Can we insert the blinking eye meme here? Just Are you really? Seriously?
Joe Flacco. Oh, man. Lamar, not a great game.
No, not great.
He didn't get sacked. I mean,
he didn't get a lot of carries, but Saquon made do with the carries that he did get.
like I
2
said,
touchdowns.
we're fine with a 2 tailback system.
I don't know if you could feel it at home. The air has just been let out of the building here.
Somebody just put a pin and they pop the balloon and down go the Browns in week 8. Hate that. You face a 1-5 Ravens team and you got a winless Denver Broncos. That should be 2 wins.
You talked about last week being a must-win. This is a must-win football game. We have to get to 4-5. We cannot let
if we go 3-6, it's going to be hard.
And if we let
the
the Broncos get their first. By the way, the Broncos and Baker Mayfield are 0-7. By the way, just in case you wanted to keep track at home.
All right, everyone.
Going into the bye week, can we pick up a victory?
This was the bye week.
Let's go! It's 7.
No, it wasn't.
No! I don't want to quit franchise mode. No.
That was the most suspenseful thing of all time.
It just didn't give us the result.
You know what?
That's a good win. That's a statement.
That's a
victory.
bounce
How you
back
doing,
win.
Baker?
Yeah, Baker wins. Sick headband.
Oh, Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Baker had a pretty good game.
Pretty good game.
247, 2 touchdowns, no picks though. I love it. Rookie quarterback not getting them.
That's what kids.
This is good too. Look at the offensive line, only giving up 1 sack. I like that a lot.
Battle of the Heisman winners.
All right, Saquon, you're stepping up now. This is a game that I can accept from Saquon.
It's getting there.
Balance. Now this is what I'm really excited to see. Okay.
That.
Those are your top 2 wide receivers. Where is he going?
I'm not worried about it.
I know, but I'm just saying
I'm not worried about it. We can't
him.
have 600 receiving yards, coach.
Well, we could. Just saying.
You're not wrong.
We could. Now, I want to check something because I believe that I saw something. And I just want to check to make sure that it is there. You take your time, game. That's all right. You can load it.
No, on your
Lamar
time.
Jackson's up to an 81. Saquon's up to an 84.
Oh, I like that.
Okay? I peeked the Lamar news.
Yeah, you saw it.
While we were sliding through. I want to check back. Minka's up to an 80. Arden Key's up to a 77. This is a group that's.
You know what I like? That's upward trend. I love it.
Yeah.
This is year 1.
This is year 1.
The kids have got job
All
security.
right. Well, we're going to take.
We said nobody's safe.
We have our bye week. Just let everything flow here.
Yeah, let everything marinate.
Battle of the 4 and 5 teams.
The battle of. I don't. This is a big game for us.
I think so. Because if it's a win, you're back to 500. You're in the mix here. What
I
does
like that
standings look
momentum
like right now?
I like that. You know what that is? We're right in the thick of things.
We are right in the thick of things.
Bengals, really?
All right. Nothing we really can do other than just keep sending.
Go Browns.
Come on, Browns. We need a victory here. Need it. Let's go. I need that. Here come the Browns, okay?
Sue.
Wow.
Sue.
Look at this. You're doing your arrow celebration. You didn't even see what the score was. Defense showed up to play for 2 weeks in a row.
Whoa. That makes me happy. The running game. I'm going to
take a look at the stats here real quick.
Lamar. He doesn't throw interceptions.
He doesn't turn the ball over. That's important.
Guy doesn't know how to. He tried to.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Do you see why we took this guy with the number 1 overall pick, guys? This is the impact that he can have in the game.
3.7 yards per game.
But look, getting in the end zone, and he's grinding the clock with those 24 carries.
Yeah. He's in year 1. There's your guy.
I see. I talked him up, and he played well. I just love that, like...
Who's Telfair? I don't even know who that guy is.
Randall Telfair.
Randall, where'd he go to college?
USC. You should know him. You're all over USC receivers.
Never heard of him.
Get him off the team.
Get out.
Get him out.
I don't like that.
So let's just look at the schedule here moving forward.
All right.
The 2 home games. The Bucs and the Texans.
Texans.
And you know what? I look at the schedule. There's some winnable games.
games.
In the schedule. Like I look at it, and there's winnable games.
I need revenge on the Ravens. Bad. Like I need water to drink. I cannot go to sleep at night knowing that the John Harbaugh-led Ravens beat us twice.
Okay.
Let's go. Just keep the momentum flowing.
Yeah, well, we don't have Carlos Hyde because he went ahead and got hurt in this episode.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? 11 weeks. Like,
Ooh,
come on.
that one hurts.
It stinks.
Oh, good.
Oh, great. Another injury.
Lamar?
Don't even.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not great.
Game.
Arden Key, you're in. Mo Hurst, next man up. That's not great. 4 weeks, though.
4 weeks. We're 5 and 6.
You can read. Yeah, we are.
Saquon's up to an 85 already, by the way.
He's such a stud.
Okay.
Arden Key. Ogunjobi, baby.
What do you want? You want to just move Arden Key here and put Ogba in there and roll with that group?
No, I'm good with that.
Clearly, we just took a step down defensively without Miles
Yeah, we
Garrett.
give up 40+ next week. What if we pitched a shutout without Miles? He's got to be benched once he comes back, right?
No, I'm gonna say we don't do that.
Divisional game.
First of all, we should probably look at the box score to see what happened. We were so just distraught at the idea. By the way, of course, after the trade deadlines, when the injuries hit us, we can't get an injury early. We have to get it right after the trade deadline when we can't make any moves.
Of course, why wouldn't we?
Okay. Lamar turned the ball over.
Another solid game though.
Yeah, another solid game. How'd this work out? It's just
there's really no chunk yardage.
No, it's just consistency. And Joku's playing really well. There's Landry again with another big game. I'm feeling defeated right now. We had a big press conference. We talked up this team.
I wouldn't really call it defeating. It's just we can't get on the train tracks and just coast. We're falling over. We're getting up. It's
not great.
I don't like falling on the train.
It's a must win here. I mean, we keep saying
versus the Bengals. Yeah.
Do you want to try that again?
It says advanced week.
I know, but you said we're playing the Bengals. I said, do you want to try that again?
We're playing the Texans.
We're playing the Texans. Okay, there we go.
So next week, sorry.
I just want you to be in the right state of mind when we get a victory. It's just unacceptable.
It feels deflating.
It's just unacceptable. I mean,
yeah.
This team has lost all of its mojo.
The injury bug. I wish I could be in that locker room right now just to kind of
coach this team up, say something.
Pep Talk City, something.
Lamar, buddy. I don't know.
Gross.
I don't know what this is.
That is gross.
12 for 18. I mean, we didn't draft you for that.
That's not a great stat line. That's you know what kind of game that is? That's a bury the tape game. Let's get the shovel out.
We don't want to watch that again.
Bury it.
Can you do that again? Thank you. I really appreciate that. I wanted everybody at home.
Bury the tape. We're not looking at that ever again.
I want everybody at home to hear your pantomime. Yes. Are you going to call
three?
This is not a winnable game.
Give me 3 wins. We can get to 8 wins, Coach.
I will be disappointed with 8 wins, but 8 wins I think at this stage would be nice. Can we get there? Nope. One player has regressed. Oh, good.
No, great.
Good.
No,
Who's it going to be? Oh, lovely. Oh, 2 fumbles, Lamar. Ball security, buddy.
What are you doing?
Come on.
You know what?
What is happening with this squad?
I don't know. They've lost their mojo.
Oh, it's a close one too.
I'd rather lose by 50.
It's just a nail biter.
I would rather lose by 50. Our morale is just
guys. I apologize. The energy's not here today.
I'm not apologizing.
I'm apologizing because
I'm not apologizing for anything. I'm putting our guys in the best position to win, and we did. They're just not coming through. It's not on the coach. Sometimes it's on the players.
Sometimes it's not on the coach. It's on the players.
You don't show up to with your lunch pail and your bucket, and you don't want to come to play. Then that ain't my fault.
That's a better game from Saquon. 5 yards of carry.
I'll take that. Whatever.
Hi, Jarvis Landry. How you doing?
What's up? Njoku, 2 touchdowns.
Corey Coleman.
All right. Well, at least our draft pick will be better. Caveats.
2 of them. 2 draft picks. What are the Patriots up to?
Well, oh yeah, that's right.
Because we have their pick.
Yeah, be bad.
Oh.
8-5. All right, could be worse.
Could be. Good thing there's no lottery.
5-8.
We're pulling the upset here this week, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is what we do. Browns beat the Chargers all the time. This is what the Browns do.
Imagine being the Chargers in that situation. That's gotta suck. Go Browns.
The defense. The Browns really took one on the chin this week at home. How many points did we let up? Hold on. Before we go any further, in the comments below, don't skip ahead in this video. How many points did we give up in this game? How many points? Put it in the comments below. 48 is where I'm at.
I'm going to say 45. Let's go. That's a win.
14. No, it's not a win, actually. It's
our offense has just gone stagnant.
I'm just...
There's sometimes it's not a great game.
Lamar.
Look, We knew.
9 for 22. Lamar.
Listen, this team won 0 games last year. We have 5. That is a step in the right direction. I know that there was only one way to go.
I used the P word in multiple episodes.
You did.
People are going to call for my head now.
They're not going to call for mine.
That's great. This is a 2-man show here. Okay, you're going to need
Well,
me.
you can't put that.
You can't push the buttons. Your controller doesn't work.
You have to rub it in, dude.
Do we have something going on? Okay.
Big injury decision. Doctors have cleared Myles Garrett.
We'll shut him down. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
High chance of re-injury. No, Arden Key, you're in.
Good. Develop.
I'm not playing
It's
Myles
like the G
Garrett.
League, baby.
Okay. This is the last chance that we're going to have to do this before the season wraps up. Do we want to negotiate? Let's see how we did this year.
I don't think he missed.
Okay, you have. How do you know that? You're just guessing.
Because it's Adam Vinatieri. How do you do?
He's 11 for 14 on kicks this year.
Ugh. Yeah, but he hasn't missed an extra point.
That's great. This is his lowest field goal.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
You all right?
Yeah.
This is his lowest field goal percentage since 2012.
All right. Well, I'm not ready to start the negotiation. He hasn't showed me much.
If I scroll through, tell me if anybody. Oh, your boy.
That's your guy.
That's not my guy.
I don't even know where he went to college.
Do any of these guys do anything for you?
No.
All right. So then are we just gonna?
No.
That's a lot of money for.
Yeah. Hey, Breon.
No.
Relax.
We don't have the cap space for that.
I'm alarmed.
This is it.
2 more games.
This is it. The final stretch here.
Road games.
Can
Do
we
not have double-digit.
7 and 9 would be great.
That's a good year. It's actually a pretty good year. And yep, there it is. Very nice.
That's.
I told you I wasn't going to lose.
Lamar Jackson is going to sleep very well tonight. That's for sure. 4 touchdowns.
I'll say 3 passing, 2 rushing.
We won 27 to 13, so I don't think he
that's-
had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, Vinatieri missed an extra point. Nah, he's a good little kicker.
3 touchdowns.
286.
286, 3 touchdowns. That's more like it. How did Saquon do? Okay, how you do? That's.
It's good.
You know what we haven't seen from Saquon? That 100-yard like massive game. He hasn't
I
had
know, he
it.
has run that 20 for 125.
Yeah, he just hasn't had it yet. Jarvis getting involved. You were talking Mr. Seth up before the year
I
started.
was. He's a real good backup tight end.
Playing really well. Caught 2 touchdowns in the game, so I like that.
Hey, closing the year out on a win seems a lot better than a loss.
7 and 9. That'd be great. That would be very good. Myles Garrett is available to play again.
Imagine if we were like, yeah, just go out there. Who cares about your hernia?
I don't know why I
Who cares
clicked
about
on-
your discs,
No, I
your
don't-
L4 and your L5?
He's back in there as the starter. I'm gonna
Yeah. Arden!
let Arden play. Let him develop here down the final couple games of the season. Let me just make sure that Miles is not in there. Nope, that's the offense. Go to the defense real quick. Arden Key. Look at Minka, up to an 81 already. We don't need to keep Body Calhoun because Minka's developing into that corner for us, so we're good there. All right. You know what? It'd be good to end on 2 wins in a row to end the season.
I'm telling you, 7 or 9 seasons.
That would be very good. That would be very, very good. We'd be happy to go from 0 to 7 wins. That'd be great. So we have a new injury. 2 players have regressed,
Don't even know how he did.
and I just wanted.
I don't even know if
Nope.
No, we lost.
We ended on a loss.
Damn it. Darn it.
Okay, so 1 new injury. This is going to be great.
JC Treader. At least Carlos Hyde's back in 2 weeks.
Just when we need him, right? Okay, so let's go through the stats. Close out the season. We signed a bunch of players. Ricky Seals-Jones coming to the been signed to the practice squad.
Yeah,
or from
Texas
our
A&M
practice squad.
great. He was a 5-star recruit who didn't really do anything in college. So
Elijah Penny's on the squad. That's it.
San Diego State great.
2 players have regressed. Lamar? It's got to be Lamar, right?
His biceps are still probably
Lamar got
39.
sacked 4 times.
All right.
Well, it's because J.C. Treader got hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly
Domino
what it is.
effect.
Yep.
Well,
All right, so we're going to wrap up here in episode number 5. Let's end with looking at.
I'm like not mad. I'm just kind of sad.
I'm just not happy. I'm not thrilled. So 2,800 passing yards for Lamar. 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. That's not a bad rookie season.
In an abbreviated season, yeah.
Would need the completion percentage to be up a little bit more. He needs to complete more
and
more
yards
passes.
per attempt. He's a great vertical thrower.
Yeah, and would love that number in average yards per game to be closer to 200. But just a solid rookie season from Lamar. Hopefully he can develop into something here in year 2. We're excited.
Baker Mayfield had the Broncos 0-7. So
yeah, well, and I'll go back and look at some of those rookie
quarterbacks
in a second. So Saquon, only 6 touchdowns, 1,000-yard rusher.
4 yards per carry?
4 yards per carry.
1 fumble.
Only averaging 66 yards per game. That number needs to be higher. That's not going to do it for us. We need a better running game. This is the group I'm most interested in.
Fun. Oh, yeah. Look at the balance. 4 receivers over 633 yards.
So no 1,000-yard receiver.
I mean, that's just balance.
Landry with 912.
Look at the average yards per game. I mean, for David Njoku, like, that's like, 39.6, that's it. But it's like, it's a solid year.
Right.
Seth DeValve had 6 touchdowns. Red zone, a warrior.
Yeah, and credit to Saquon catching the ball out of the backfield as well. Not doing that bad. Let's look at the defense. Anybody have any big pick seasons? Big numbers?
Minka.
Wow, that's nice. I like that with
tackles.
3. How many
8
sacks?
pass deflections.
Arden Key.
Thank you.
That with 6 sacks. Miles, okay. That needs to be higher, but I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, end of the year strong. Before he went down with a ruptured disc in his back because he was carrying the team.
He was carrying the team. I want to see how Jabril did. Jabril did not have any punt returns? That's interesting.
He's our kick returner.
Is he our kick returner? He didn't have a touchdown.
Jarvis with a kick return.
With a kick return. I like that as well. All right, so let's look at some of the other quarterbacks in the league. Let's look at Baker. Oh my goodness. Close to 4,400 yards.
Dang, that
32
defense must have
touchdowns,
sucked.
12 picks. The completion percentage not great, but that's a solid year from Baker.
That's a good year. I don't care who we are.
The Bills also took a quarterback. They took Josh Allen. 3,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Not the best completion percentage in the world.
But we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that. And then I think this one's going to hurt a lot, I think. 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 15 interceptions with the
half
64%.
of that came against us, for sure.
Half of that came against us.
He demolished
He torched our team.
He used like a wrecking ball right into the heart of the dog pound.
Let's look at the team stats real quick to see where we stack up against the rest of the league here. Real quick. Of course, EA is going to take forever to load.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, you know. So in terms of total yards gained, we were down there.
There we are.
Not one of the better offenses in all of football. Passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. Points per game, I want to see where we were for that.
I don't think it was great, to be honest.
No, we were the bottom 5th of the league with 22.7 points per game. So we just weren't. So we were giving up a lot of points, and it's just. Again, we should be excited because we went from 0 wins to 6 wins.
6 wins isn't bad, but I had the expectations of an 8-win season.
So this is where we're going to leave off, guys. So the surprise that we were going to have for you is you're just going to have to wait. I'm not going to give this away here in year 1. But now the question gets passed off to you guys because we're going to have to do some soul searching. We're going to have to do some thinking. What do we need to do with this team? We have 2 first-round draft picks. We have
our base set.
We have a lot of the key positions locked up. We have a lockdown corner in Minka Fitzpatrick. We have a quarterback in Lamar Jackson. We have a running back.
Receiving corps.
We have an edge rusher in Myles Garrett. Potentially that left tackle that we've been searching for since the start of this series. But free agency coming around the corner, and we don't have some of the needs that we had last time we did this. We're going to have money to spend. We have Case Keenum, who's still on the roster. Maybe we do something with him. Maybe we mix it up a little bit. We're going to pass it off to you guys here at the end of the episode. So tweet at us, vote in all the polls that we're going to put out here between now and the next episode. Leave comments in the comments section down below. What should we do with the Cleveland Browns in the offseason heading into year 2 as we've now turned this into a 6-10 team? Now we have to get them from there into the postseason. That's the next goal, right? I mean, we have to have a winning season and then the postseason. That's where we're at right now. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. Tweet at us, vote in the polls, let us know what you want to do. And when we come back in episode 6, we begin to transform this roster once again. We'll talk to you then, guys.